Still to come, my interview with Alexa O'Brien on the Bradley Manning apology. But first, from stop and frisk to the global war on terror, we have a symptom versus disease problem to deal with. Don't you think?
Michael Bloomberg is furious over a federal judge's ruling. The judge says the city's stop and frisk policy illegally targets minorities. She is naming an independent monitor to oversee major changes. Bloomberg says the policy has saved thousands of lives, most of whom are young minority men.
This is a very dangerous decision made by a judge that I think just does not understand how policing works. We believe we have done exactly what the courts allow and the Constitution allow us to do, and we will continue to do everything we can to keep this city safe.
Hold on a second, Mayor Mike. Saying that you have to stop people of color in the neighborhoods where they live because more crime is happening in the neighborhoods where they live is like treating the symptom, not the disease. Of course people are outraged by this treatment. Do you think white folks would stand to be stopped and frisked on occasions that are not related to their vacation flight to Nantucket? Perhaps if you stopped and frisked Lloyd Blankfein on his way to work at J.P. Morgan to see if he was about to pull a swindle that would crash the global economy while lining the pockets of your people, Mike, the global power elite, we'd be more understanding. But I know what you're saying, Mike. Who can pick out a bald-headed white criminal from all the other suits slithering around Wall Street? So the only answer must be, we've got to stop and frisk every white dude south of the canal. Now, how would that go over in Manhattan, Mike? I mean, the philosophy of stop and frisk, where 90% of the people are released because they've never committed a crime, it's like suggesting that in order to protect against terror attacks, we need security and surveillance state capable of reading all of our emails, collecting all the data related to all of our phone records. I mean, the American public wouldn't stand for that any more than... Wait a second. I need a little help with this one. AJ.
A federal judge on Monday ordered that the NYPD deploy body cameras in 5 precincts as a way to provide an objective record of stops and frisks, allowing for the review of officers' conduct by supervisors and the courts.
That's right. Judge Scheindlin found that stop and frisk was an indirect racial profiling that violated the 4th Amendment to the U.S. Constitution. That document is worth something. And concluded with this quote: "The idea of universal suspicion without individual evidence is what Americans find abhorrent and what black men in America most constantly fight. It's pervasive in policing policies like stop and frisk and neighborhood watch, regardless of the collateral damage done to the majority of innocents. It's like burning down a house to rid it of mice." Or collateral damage, interesting. To flirt with a hyperbole that tells the truth, it's like launching a global war on terror resulting in hundreds of thousands, if not millions, of innocent black and brown people in far-off lands dead, injured, or displaced to avenge the 3,000 or so dead on 9/11 in an attack that our own foreign policy, like a playground bully sticking out its chin to the village vegan, asked for. So when we treat black and brown people around the world with such criminal disdain, perhaps we shouldn't be surprised when our local leaders feel thus empowered. So good riddance, Mike Bloomberg. Good riddance, stop and frisk. Let's hope we can vote good riddance to our imperial foreign policy before more chickens come home to roost. Yeah, I said it.